Once, Mahatma Buddha was walking in his ashram. Then a man came before him and said, "O Buddha, I have something to say to you. I would be grateful if you would please listen to me." Buddha saw a middle-aged man standing before him with folded hands. Buddha showed the man a tree ahead and said, "Let us sit under that tree and talk." Sitting under the tree, Buddha said to the man, "Now tell me what is in your mind." Now the man said, "O Buddha, I have heard a lot of praise of you. I have heard that you attained enlightenment. I too want to realize enlightenment. I hope you will help me attain enlightenment." Buddha smiled gently and said, "Why do you have so many expectations from me?" The person said, "O Buddha, I have spent a great deal of time in my life understanding this society and the world. I have realized that everyone in this society is selfish. Everyone is always running after their own needs. Here, no one considers others as their own. No one thinks about anyone else, and everyone only thinks about themselves. I find only darkness here. There are very few people in this world who help others selflessly, as you selflessly impart knowledge to people." Buddha asked, "Why do you think that everything is dark?" The person said, "Because I have seen only darkness in life. I had high expectations from my father, but he did not treat me well. I loved a woman and wanted to marry her, but my father married me to another woman. I was a poet, but my wife didn't like my work. She just asked me to do other work. She treated me very badly. She used to quarrel with me every day. I felt like leaving home, and finally one day I did so. I left home, but where to go? Then I remembered my friend. I had faith and hope that my friend would help me, that he would stand by me in my danger. But he didn't. He didn't help me. That's when I realized that no one in this world considers others as their own. Everyone thinks only about themselves. No one thinks about others." Then I went to the saints and sages. I learned knowledge from them there and got their blessings. Now I know this world is just an illusion. Here every person is trapped in this illusion. Only through devotion and knowledge of God can we amend the hereafter, where we will find God and we will have no trouble. I have full faith in you to take me to that pinnacle of knowledge." Buddha smiled gently and said, "Okay, before that, you will have to do a job for me, will you?" The man said, "Of course, Buddha." Buddha then gave him a beautifully crafted earthen pitcher and said, "You keep this. I have made this with my own hands, and I have also worked on it. You will protect it. You will not let it break." "That's all," said the man. "I will protect it more than my life." Buddha said, "One more thing you must do. Every day you must fetch water from the river for all the monks. Keep the ashram clean, serve the monks who are meditating, and go to the city to beg with all the monks. And on returning from there, prepare food for everyone, and you will not come to my assembly until I tell you. When it is the proper time, I'll call you myself, and if you ever have to come to me, you will come with this earthen pitcher." The man said, "So be it, Buddha." Saying this, he went away. From then on, at the hermitage, he did all the things that Buddha had commanded him to do. A month passed, but Buddha did not call him. He did not come to meet either. Finally, one day, the man himself went to Buddha, but Buddha did not speak to him. Then he remembered that Buddha had asked him to come with that earthen pitcher. Then he appeared in front of Buddha with that earthen pitcher. Buddha asked him, "Would you tell me something?" The person said, "Buddha, I have done everything you told me for the past month. My humble question is, when will you call me to the assembly?" Buddha said, "When the time is right, I'll call you myself." Hearing this, the person left. Then the man started to act according to Buddha's advice. 2 months passed, but seeing Buddha not calling him, he went to Buddha again. Again Buddha said to him, "When the time is right, I myself will call you to the assembly." The man again left and went about his business. 2 more months passed like this, and this time the man became agitated. Now he went to Ananda, the beloved disciple of Buddha, and said, "Ananda, I have come to Buddha to attain supreme knowledge. It has been so many months, but he has not called me to his discourse meeting. The disciples who came after me had been called by Buddha to the assembly, but he is not calling me. I do not understand anything. Does he not want me to attain absolute knowledge?" Ananda said, "What Mahatma Buddha has told you is for you. Don't compare it with anyone else, and don't discuss it with anyone else. Buddha loves you so he gave you that earthen pitcher. He made that earthen pitcher himself. Till today, he has not given the earthen pitcher to anyone. He said he would call you when the right time comes. Trust him." Hearing this, the man left. He began to think that Buddha had made him a slave with that earthen pitcher, and one day his patience broke. He went to Buddha and said, "You are befuddling me. Ever since I came, I have been waiting for you to call me to the assembly, to give me absolute knowledge to attain enlightenment. But you have done nothing of that kind. Instead of giving me knowledge, You have given me this earthen pitcher. I have to bring this earthen pitcher to talk to you. I am not gaining any knowledge, but wasting my time. Buddha smiled and said, very soon I will call you to the assembly. Hearing this, the man got very angry. He said, I don't need to gain knowledge from you. I don't think you have gained any knowledge. You are a liar, a hypocrite. The knowledge you speak of is hypocrisy too, and I don't need your earthen pitcher either. Saying this, the man threw the earthen pitcher on the ground. The earthen pitcher broke. Buddha took a piece of cloth and started picking up the broken pieces of the earthen pitcher. Saying this, the man became very ashamed and started apologizing. He said, Buddha, forgive me. I could not control my anger. I am deeply ashamed of my behavior. Buddha smiled and said, the time has come. You may join the discourse meeting. Buddha took the man to the discourse meeting, and the speech began. Everyone in the ashram knew that the man had broken Buddha's earthen pitcher. As a result, everyone was eager to see what Buddha would do. At the beginning of the discourse, Buddha said, the greatest cause of human suffering in this world is attachment to something. The seeds of suffering lie in excessive desire for something and the unfulfillment of desire. When we expect something from someone and it is not fulfilled, we suffer, just as a father expects his son to follow his path. The son expects the father to help him in his life. Husband and wife also have similar expectations from each other. We all have such expectations from someone in our world. When these expectations are not met, anger overpowers us. Anger destroys a person's intellect, and an angry person harms himself without wanting to. Anger is a great killer. Anger is just like holding a hot coal in our hand, with which we want to burn others, but we burn ourselves first. Buddha now took out the pieces of the broken earthen pitcher from the piece of cloth and put them in front and said to the man, can you fix this earthen pitcher? The man folded his hands in shame and said, forgive me, Buddha. I was deluded. I am very ashamed. I cannot fix this earthen pitcher. Buddha said, what I want to tell you is that you had been expecting something or other from someone all your life, and when your expectations were not met, you ran away in anger. That was your loss. Shouldn't we have expectations from anyone? Asked the man. Gautam Buddha said, if you expect anything from others for your own benefit, you will be unhappy. But if you expect to make others happy, you will be happy yourself, and others will be happy too. The man said, O Buddha, please forgive me and place me at your feet. I wish to proceed in the pursuit of supreme knowledge. Buddha said, Now you go and live with your father and wife. You still need to live a household life. The man asked, O Buddha, do I not have the right to attain enlightenment? Why do you ask me to live now? Buddha said, he who is eager for enlightenment can attain enlightenment even in his household life. Then the family becomes not a fork in the road, but a helper. Now you find only darkness before you. First look at the light in your life. Search for it. Now go home, meditate, and associate with monks to meditate. Gradually, you will begin to walk on the path of supreme knowledge, and you will also find the path where you will attain supreme peace. Hearing this, the man hugged the Buddha's feet. Then he stepped on his way home. At this, Buddha's beloved disciple Ananda said, O Gurudev, you take everyone as your disciple. Then why did you send him home? Tathagata Buddha said, Listen, Ananda, to attain perfection on the path of supreme knowledge, one needs the development of knowledge, and to pass the first stage of the development of knowledge, one must cross the path of household life. Only living the household life and becoming a saint would not attain the perfection of supreme knowledge. To gain knowledge, one has to know this world first and all its objects and people. Only then one can start the journey ahead. That person has not yet lived a household life. He was running away from the household life. Once he knows the path of that life, he will be able to travel on the path of attaining supreme knowledge. Friends, how was today's episode? How helpful do you think is the path of household life for attaining absolute knowledge? Please comment and tell me. Thank you very much.